Welcome to day 5 of the AKMA Martial Art Challenge. So we've got almost all of the components of the form down. Now we need to start practicing the form in its full motions. Quarter 1, lift, sweep, slide step. Quarter 2, lift, sweep, slide step. Quarter 3, step, pivot, slide step. And quarter 4, lift, sweep, slide step, and stand up. Okay? This hand comes down, protects, lifts, everything squared, downward block, thrust punch. Quarter 1, lift, vertical punch, inside block, thrust punch. That's quarter 2. Crossover, inverted punch, reverse hooking block, outside forearm block, rising block, thrust punch. Quarter 3. Cover, slide step, thrust punch. Palm block, hammer fist strike, break, back, set, bow. So it goes 1, slide step, punch, back. 2, crane, uppercut, leg sweep, block, punch, back. 3, and back. Now, a lot of the forms that we do revolve around a circle. They use different angles, moving to the side, forward, stepping, over. This makes it kind of difficult to do on the video. Some styles have very linear forms. For example, Kempo 1 might look like this, which is the same thing I did but with turning. There's nothing wrong with that. It just limits you, but it's a heck of a lot easier to teach. I actually contemplated doing that, but why? I'd have to change it later on anyway, so we might as well do it right. So don't get discouraged if you get a little confused each time I turn. Just try to orientate, watching the direction, and after a while it comes pretty easy actually. So that is number 1. Now we're going to quarter number 2. And quarter number 2 I'm going to do facing the camera. So we will be going that direction. So I'll do number 1. And now we do number 2. So the first movement of number 2 is lifting this leg, the forward leg, the right leg, into a closed crane as we pull our opponent into a vertical punch. Okay? So what we do in the form is we just take the hand that's out, that did the thrust punch, and we just hinge it back at the elbow. So he just pulls back. The left hand comes over that arm, does 1/2 a turn instead of a full turn because we're going high, and this hand comes right up underneath. That's it. So this hand is just doing this, and the punching hand is going a little higher than the solar plex normally. It's going right underneath the nose actually, and it's hit with the first 2 knuckles. You're just twisting half turn instead of a full turn. You do that at the same time you're lifting your leg. So visual, to place in your mind, maybe think, here's the first punch. Couple things you can do. You reach up to grab the head, pull them into the punch. Okay, you can grab it, the uniform. Well, the uniform would be on the street, might be a shirt. Grab the material and pull them into this punch here. Okay, so sometimes it's easier to have an idea of what you're doing. Sometimes that can actually confuse the matter, but basically, if you get this hinging at the elbow here, if you get this vertical punch and you can lift your knee, all at the same time, you have the first motion. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have done the first quarter. Then we do the next motion. Once we're here, we have to get that direction. That's where our next opponent is. So I'm going to take that leg that I pulled back to protect my groin and maybe give him an extra knee shot. I'm going to sweep it, but importantly, I'm also going to take my whole upper body with me. Okay, so I see a lot of times beginners and even advanced students leave this hand way out here so that they're coming around. A lot of extra movement, takes more time. And that's my opponent. I don't want my arms over here unless I'm setting him up for something. So kind of hips and shoulders together, right? So I'm going to go here, sweep his leg out. Watch this hand right up here. Don't worry about the leg. You already got the leg memorized. It's the hand motions. I'm going to sweep. This is going to come straight across. Just block your face. I'm going to use a closed hand for now, but a lot of times you'll see it open, right to your shoulder. The hand is already underneath the arm here, so this comes right as you land. This will come here. The hand that we hinged with will just slide up. As it starts to go upward, a little bit of a circle there, the left hand will pull back to the hip. And then we're in this position here. Slight hook on your hand for control. This is your inside block. Okay, hand on the hip. Then you slide a step forward, and you punch. Okay, so that's number 2. So if we're in this position here, I'm going to get back to here. Keep that hand continuing to the shoulder. Pull this over, block, punch. Okay, so let's do that again. So I'm going to right bow with my right hand out. I'm going to come back to that closed crane, do a vertical punch with my left, sweep my leg out, take that left hand, pull to the right shoulder, take the right hand, lift it up and make a circle into an inside hooking block, then slide step forward and punch. Okay, so it's really not too complicated. Sometimes it's actually easier when you're learning this stuff just to go quick so you're not worrying about balance and wobbling all the way around. But you have to use your own speed on this one. Just go a little quicker or a little slower than me. Just do whatever you need. So lift, sweep, cover, counter. Lift, sweep, cover, counter. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so quarter 1, quarter 2. Okay, here's where we're at right now. We're going to lift the foot up, step at 45-degree angle, keeping our fists straight. Okay, so our back leg, the ball of the foot, the knee, and the forward ankle, straight line right up to the 45. Everything else is squared here. So this hand is going to hinge again under the arm. Okay, as it does that, the punching hand is going to do the same thing it did over there. So you're going to see some repetition here. The difference is that we're going to stop it right here. This whole inverted punch. If I do one more turn, it's the vertical punch. If I do one more turn, it's the thrust punch. Okay, so as we did over here with this motion, we're doing very similar thing right here. You're just going to go to here. Okay, we don't want to get too complicated. Just slide it out. Okay, so let's go through this again. So I've come up and did the punch. I'm going to step over. This hand right down to the hip. This right out. The extension from elbow to rib cage is about a fist or so, maybe 2 fist distance, depending on how far. Don't go too far out. Don't go too far in. Here, you take the right hand, the extended hand, and you just turn it out. As you turn it out, you're going to pull it back to right now shoulder distance, straight out this direction. Okay, maybe a little further if you want to wind up. Just a little bit of a hook. Okay, so it's going to go just hands only. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Thrust punch, inverted punch, set for the reverse hooking block, and then prepping the outside forearm block. Okay, so let's go through just that section. Okay, step over, punch, retract. See? Simple, simple, simple. Step, punch, retract. Okay. Okay, most people don't have a problem with that. It's this turn that gets them a little bit, which it really shouldn't. So what I'm going to do is, if I got an opponent behind me, I'm probably looking, back here anyways, so I know that I'm turning around. The hand that's up is going to cover the face. That's an outside forearm block. It just comes across the outside. Bang. Okay, you're blocking this area here. We like to have a little bit of hook at the end for some control. Okay, some styles do it from here. Doesn't matter. You're going to hit here, then you're going to twist down. Okay, change it later if we want. So here's the outside block. So you've got inverted, reverse hooking, outside. Okay, so you get a thrust punch, an inverted punch, a reverse hooking block, and an outside forearm block. Then I'm going to turn. So when my hand is here, as I do that outside forearm block, it's the same thing I just did, but I'm going to do it when I turn to cover my face. Okay, I'm just going to spin. See, it's moving already. There's the cover. Once I get to that position, the hand that's below is going to come up to the rising block that we practiced a couple of lessons ago. Then I'm just going to step forward, and I'm going to punch. Okay, so maybe we can see it a little bit more from this angle. Okay, so let's go crossover, inverted thrust punch, reverse hooking block, cover, block, punch. So again, I'm going to left bow with my left punch out. Crossover, right step, right inverted thrust punch, pull it back to reverse hooking block, pivot to the left bow, counter or cover with the right outside forearm block, finish with the left rising block, slide step forward, and thrust punch. And let's do that again. Step, inverted, reverse. Turn, outside forearm block, rising block. Step, thrust punch. So again, there's the step that you already know. Inverted thrust punch, reverse block. Pivot, outside block, rising block. Step, thrust punch. So we're getting it. We're almost there. Crossover, inverted punch, reverse hooking block, outside block, rising block, punch. Just get the whole movements and such. Don't try to get the details. We're going to refine this later. That's what practice is about. Okay, so you're going to step over, inverted punch, reverse hooking block, outside block, rising block, step, and punch. Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time up to that part where we've learned. I'm going to turn around so you have something to work with that you can follow along. So let's maybe watch it first and then join up. Okay, so number 1. Quarter 2. Three. We're going to do it one more time. Okay, so we are pretty much there. We got one more simple thing to do, and we have 2 more. If you have questions on some of the motions, I know it can be difficult learning from the video. I'm trying to work a bunch of different angles, thinking about how different students learn, and I'm trying to hit everything so everybody gets a benefit out of this. Leave a comment or hit me up on Facebook. ask me the questions, videotape yourself, I'll critique it. Right now, during this challenge, we're all kind of confined to home, so I actually have more time than I normally do, but I seem to be doing more Kung Fu than I normally do. How's that work? 15, 20 videos a day. I guess I'm obsessed, but I'm having a blast too. But if I can be a benefit, if I can help you out during this time when I have the time, I'm all yours. So send me an email, send me a request, get a hold of me, and you can take your phone, record what you have, and in 1 or 2 minutes I usually can make the corrections that you need, give you the confidence to continue what you're doing. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow where we finish it up, and then we refine and practice on day 7. Thank you.